because he made us in his image. So
But then we ate the fruit, so we're cursed forever.
That's right. So what does this say?
You.
This is you, because this shows us this is like we are perfect. There's
It looks
nothing,
pure.
there's no color in it, there's no mud or dirt or anything in it. And this is how God created us to be perfect, right? But something changed. Something changed. We were born into this world, okay? Now, when we were born into this world, there was something in this world that you said, is the world perfect?
No.
No, because there is, what's in the world?
Sin.
Sin is in the world. And when you walk into the world, and when you're born and you come into the world, there's sin in the world. Just like Dr. Hart. Remember when he came in here and he had been walking through the swamp and he was muddy? Could he walk through the swamp and not get muddy?
Yeah. No.
I don't think so.
Only if he was going in the streets.
If you walked through the swamp, you would get muddy. And that's the same as us. When we come, God creates us perfect. God creates us perfect. But when we come into the world, we walk through the world, and all of a sudden we have sin on us. So Dr. Hart's going to show us what happens when we get sin on us when we come into the world.
Do bad
We
things.
have an experiment.
Yes, we're going to talk. Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's talk. First, let's talk about sin. So tell me what sin is.
When you do something wrong or hurt somebody's feelings.
Right.
When you do something wrong and you're not supposed to. And you
Right.
don't listen to our parents.
Exactly. David, what do you think?
When they do something and we're not supposed to, and we go to juvie.
Sometimes it gets that extreme. We're actually going to talk about whether you're just a good person who just does little sins, or you might be a person who does what we think of as big sins. We're going to talk about that later.
If you like it.
Okay? So, Dr. Hart, you tell us what happens whenever we come into the earth and then we are in a world that has sin in it.
So we were made to be very perfect and pure, and that's because we were made to be like Jesus. See how Jesus, he made us in his image, so we're very much like him. But you know what? Something separated the two of us. What was that?
Sin.
Yeah, sin kind of got between us, didn't it? And it kind of made it a little difficult for us to be next to Jesus. And you know what happened? Is just like I got my feet dirty when I walked through the swamp, when we walk through the world, sin has a little way kind of getting into us and changing us. How much do we look like Jesus now? Not quite as much, do we?
We look like sin now.
Yeah.
Kind of look like these ones.
More and more.
Yeah. But you know, Jesus saw that as a problem, and Jesus came to earth, and you know what he did? He kind of took on sin for us.
Oh no. Oh no.
But you know what?
I knew it.
Sin didn't really have the same effect on Jesus that it had on us, did it?
What?
He still kind of looks,
Jesus is
well,
Jesus is still
Perfect.
what did I get?
right.
Perfect.
It didn't really change him. As a matter of fact, Jesus poured himself into us.
Oh no.
And that had the effect of making him and us much more like him. You know,
Except
So-
we're taller now.
but Jesus didn't just come for a few people. He came for all the
whole
sin of the world.
Oh my gosh.
So what happens to sin when it gets near Jesus?
Jesus has the power to take away all the sins of the world, doesn't he?
Wait.
Okay?